Chief guest. My Lord, we all welcome you to this program of completion of this stage of celebration on completion of 1 year of its establishment. Since it's your Lordship last year on 11th day of September 20, so as to ensure justice to the citizen. As it was going at a snail's pace without such drive, it gained momentum and the acceleration was really
documentation of the record. 2. Chemical and physical examination of record. 3. Fumigation of records or pages.
Dedication with which each of the 275 persons working the RRDC has toiled day in and day out to make this entire project a huge success deserves the biggest acknowledgement and applause from all of us. Anyone who's visited the RRDC, including Dr. Justice Chandrachud in the month of April, have been amazed by the spirit with which each of the workers has conducted himself or herself and going beyond the call of duty. Many of them come very early in the mornings, come on Saturdays, come on Sundays. Many of them go back very late in the evenings. And many of them are very young persons. And the dedication with which they work is actually truly inspiring, not only for us as judges, but anyone visiting the RRDC. And we've had a number of visitors who've been amazed about the spirit and of the spirit with which each of them has worked. The High Court can improve if you have a good functioning record room like we have today in the Odisha High Court. Each one of my colleagues will bear this out, that the ambience in the branches in the High Court has improved remarkably. Of course, we've modernized more air and therefore more space to think. Much of the work of the High Court is a thinking process where you're handling papers, you're reading, you're analyzing, you're digesting. The other important learning we did from this RRDC was the importance of preservation of what we call legacy records. We have records as old as 1808. So, what National Archives who was able to join us and lead that project from day one and from April of government. So what you saw in the initial video about preservation of those archived records by INTAC.
Dr. Dash, Chairman of the RRDC Committee and his colleagues, judges of the Odisha High Court, most importantly the members of the staff of the High Court and the District Judiciary who have been the spine of the project, and distinguished guests. As it was almost a year ago, in fact a year ago,
nothing concentrates the mind more than the deadline, and every good things also come with a deadline to end. When functions near conclusion, we tend to anxious to remove ourselves from the venue.